Welcome back. I think so I'm gonna try to keep this episode around 45 minutes because I've got some bread proofing that I've got to bake for dinner because I haven't eaten today because I was making bread all day. But the thing we're trying to fix in this episode is gonna be the collision when we're facing this way. See how that... Yeah, that's what we're gonna be hopefully fixing. Okay. So, let's see if we can find where that stuff kind of, those problems came from. So, let us see where, I had implemented some sort of collision. So okay, so here's a problem. Like, we have the buffer on the platforms, right? So that the ostrich can go about neck deep before colliding and bouncing back. We also have it so that the ostrich walks off. Here, let me show you. The ostrich will walk off a platform. So if you imagine the rectangle that this ostrich is, and see its feet, and see that its feet are, more inwards than its most outwards part. So as far as the rectangle's concerned, it's this rectangle. But then there's, this many pixels where this isn't, its feet aren't. So like, this shouldn't fall off, right? Because our feet are still on there. This shouldn't fall off. This shouldn't fall off. And then it gets iffy where it's like, this looks like it should be on, right? But then if we and when we turn, we're barely on. But then if we go a little bit more, we'll trigger that fall. But well, that's the problem I was trying to well, we should probably, well, it's hard to say if we should fix, shoot, because yeah, I mean, this won't be possible in the original game, so we should probably fix that. But if this would mean falling off, since when we turn we'd be falling off, that would mean that when we're facing this way, this foot on here would mean falling off. So let's say, for example, we fall off right here. Well, when we fall off, we're going to fall down, at which point a left collision will be detected. And it's because our 5 pixel buffer, or whatever that is, is probably like this far in. So about this far in is where the ostrich is, or like the tip of the joust can kind of go into that platform but not trigger the side collision. But as soon as it goes past that, it'll trigger, right? So I guess what I'm trying to say is, like, if we do have it so if we do have it so that we would fall off there, if we trigger it that it would fall off here, because when we turn our feet are off the platform, that would mean that we're even more likely to trigger that left collision detection on the ostrich, at which point a left collision is detected, and then it shifts our DX. But you know what? We actually did. So all this to say, like, I put in the logic, in order to fix that problem where if we fall off, the collision detection won't get triggered right here, I said only trigger a left detection if we're facing left. Because if we fly into it, it would bounce it back. But if we walk off of it, it should just let us fall through. But what I didn't account for was if we're flying and then shift directions, that non-collision is turned off, which is just wrong. So the good news is, though, I think since that problem was worse, that problem was particularly bad because when we would fall off, say right here, if we would fall off, we would trigger that left collision detection, which shouldn't be being triggered. But upon that triggering, it would just swap our DX left and right every frame until we're stopped colliding. But now, as of last episode? I don't even remember. Where we implemented the fix where it doesn't swap the DX. All it does is, if the DX is, I'm gonna have to find the code so I can maybe explain it better. It's under the side collision, right? Like left and right collision. If DX is greater than 0, then we swap our DX on a right collide. Otherwise, we don't swap our DX. So under this new implementation, if we fall off the platform just barely, our left collides hold on a sec. Okay. So if we drop off the platform, our DX will get set to be positive, which it should already be positive because we'd be moving right to fall off. So it shouldn't be swapping that DX. Now, it will still make the bounce sound, which we don't want. And I got no clue how to fix for that. Maybe bounce. Shoot, no, yeah, because if we're facing the other way and we bounce, it should still make the bounce. So I'm really kind of stumped on how to make sure the sound only happens once. But it goes into my old idea of saying, like, why don't we set a bounce timer? So like once bounce is triggered, we start counting, and we can't play that bounce sound unless the bounce timer is greater than something. You know, so like a certain amount of time has to elapse before we start enabling the bounce sound to play again. So let's set that up as two different things. We're gonna try to do this backward side collision, and then we're gonna try to play the bounce sound only once within a second or two, because the whole idea with that is, like, we're trying to fix that problem of it playing the bounce sound multiple times because it stays colliding and its DX isn't moving fast enough to stop it from colliding in one frame. So we'll need to fix that, but the 1 or 2 second comes in because I don't think it's possible to trigger a bounce sound faster than a second in between. Like well, we might have to do some tests, but like some of the platforms might be close enough where we can go bonk bonk, but we have to find out what that time difference is at max speed and make sure that our bounce sound transition time or reset time, whatever you want to call it, is going to be enough to only play the bounce sound once when we fall through it, but allow 2 bounce sounds if we repeatedly subsequently bounce in a fast manner. So let's try to do this first. I don't even know if I hit record. Did I hit record? I did that same thing yesterday. Okay. So okay. I guess let's find the logic where I put only trigger the right collision or left collision based on the facing direction. So let me just see if right collides gets called. And we also check if we're facing a direction. Really? Just those 2? How did I do it then? Where did I do it? It's weird because like I remember implementing that, but I don't remember where. I would have thought it would have been under the right collides function. But when do we play bounce? Is that what it was called? Our bounce sound? Collide sound. So when do we play collide? There we go. So those are the only times we do it. I guess I would have thought it would have been right here. Shoot, man. Ensures of ostrich facing direction of X. Okay, that's not what we're looking for. I think I'm looking for if not facing right and collides. But the thing is, all of our collides, we already searched that. And we didn't see any. Oh, here. It's right here. It's in the function itself. So this is incorrect. We don't want to do it if we're facing right. We want to do it. Okay. So this is checking if the X's are colliding, and this is checking if the Y's are colliding. And then we're also saying, by the way, only return a right collide if we're facing right. So that's not the case. Let's just see what'll happen. We take that out, and then we'll collide based on any direction, which should be happening. And then we can worry about the bounce only happening once, and we can test if falling off the platform throws our DX in any way. So let's check it out. So we should be able to collide this way. So that's fixed that. Now we want to check. So we'll have to pay attention here. We'll have to listen to see if it plays the bounce sound upon walking off. And I think it will. And I think it'll play multiple times. Maybe not. I'm not getting the problems I was expecting. I mean, that's like, I guess that's a good thing. I thought bounce would be playing more than once, but it's not. I guess the next thing to do would be to ensure that we can't do the jank standing right off the edge when we turn. Oh, I mean, it's real close, but there was a scenario where I was right off the edge, right? Like, see, like that. Should we be falling? And the answer is probably yeah. And that might actually trigger the side collision more than once, like I was expecting. But actually, I can't get it. I can't get it to be. Can't get it to be like that again. Oh, that was it. And then I'm there. Look at that. That should not be possible. Because that looks like I should still be grounded. But if we turn, you know, the fact that that is still grounded when we're facing this way, that tells me that we should actually be falling at this point. So I think that means our check grounded needs to be, if our check grounded is right here, like the boundary of our check grounded is right here, we need it to be, well, I guess the boundary would be like right here. Then we would need to just say, hey, check grounded, come inwards on both the left and right side a bit, so that this yields a false on check grounded. So let's dig into our check grounded real quick. And look, we are shifting it by the buffer. So we just need the buffer to be a bit bigger then, which is maybe because this is saying if the leftmost part is smaller than the right side of our platform minus our buffer, if the left is, that would trigger a true for check grounded. So we want it to be, I think we want, last episode we just had this at 7. But we're gonna have to change it back because I think, and see, I had it at 7. Well, actually that looks fine. I don't know if I agree with that one though. Did you hear it play more than once? Okay, let's see. So now with buffer of 7, we shouldn't be able to stand off. Oh, okay. I'm happy with that. But I did hear that. Hear that? I can't recreate it so easy. But you hear it. It's if I get like the diagonal just right. So I guess we're good on the fix backward side collision. That was easy. And I didn't think we needed to do this, but we do need to do it just for different reasons, for that diagonal collide bug. And this is probably actually closer to like half a second, not 1 or 2, you know. So let's do that. Let's put that into effect here. We're gonna say right here is where our collides play. So collide sound plays. So we're gonna just give ourselves a collide timer, start at 0, and we're gonna say where were we? Okay, we're gonna say if either left or right collision detected, we're gonna increment our collide timer by, is it really collidable timer? It's just collide timer. Why do I do this to me? What was this? Collide timer. And we're saying collide timer gets itself plus delta time. And then we're gonna say, nope, we're gonna say if collide timer so we would want to play once right away, right? We want to play it upon a collision, period. And then I really did that to myself. We're going to play the collide upon the collision, which is correct, but then we're going to... No, we can't do that. We can't do that. We need to say... So we can't do this because if it's just in this body, then every frame left collide returns true is going to collide, so we're going to have the same problem. So we're going to have to say if collide timer is 0, meaning we just collided, then we're going to play that sound. At which point we're going to play that sound, and then we're going to increment collide timer by dt. So the very next frame, collide timer will not be 0, therefore sounds will not play. But we need to say if collide timer is greater than, let's say, and delta time is time elapsed in seconds since last frame. So delta time of 1 would be 1 second, so 0.5 would be half a second, which I think is plenty of time. If collide timer is greater than half a second, then reset it to 0. So that'll enable us to trigger a collide sound again, but only after 5 seconds, 0.5 seconds has elapsed. And then we need to do the same here. So we can say all this basically. So we're going to say if collide timer is 0, then sure, play collide. Then you're going to increment. Why is this? Hold on a sec. Let me just... I don't know why this is confusing me. But we're going to do the same thing. We're going to say... We're only going to play this sound if collide timer is 0. Yeah. Meaning the half a second has passed since collide timer, or it's the first time we're colliding, because we get initialized at 0. That's when we play... and then we're going to increment collide timer by delta time. And delta time is Lua, or Love 2D, the game engine I'm using, tracks that. And that's the parameter that every update function gets. I'm trying to show you. Every update function gets this DT, and I didn't do that. I didn't set up DT. DT is just made by Lua to make this easier. So, in case you're wondering what DT is, it's not a variable I make. It's something Love2D keeps track of. And Love2D is a open source game engine. And Lua is also free, so you can make your own games on Lua and Love2D as well and not have to pay anything. Then we're gonna do this. Why does that happen? I really don't know why that happens. Why this one gets triggered for some reason. And this is just a way of saying if dx is positive, then swap its dx. And this one is just saying, just assign dx to the absolute value of whatever your dx was upon that collision. So we have to do a little bit. I wonder if there's a better way, instead of having to do a block of code like this, to be able to do it in one line like this for a positive number. But I just don't exactly know. But we're gonna say, if collide timer is greater than the half of a second, then we're gonna reset our timer. And I should be... Why? Than expected. Duh. Okay. Okay. So the other thing I want to do is print out we can cut this out for now. I just want to comment or print out collide timer. So collide timer is going to be local to the ostrich function. So I don't think this will work, but we'll see. Really, 112 than expected. If then. What are you talking about? What? Ostrich 112. There's an if then on 112. What are you talking about, homie? Are you telling me if I comment out this whole left collides function, you'll boot no problem? No. Now you mess up at 127. Oh. Oh, classic rookie mistake. Not collide timer assignment operator 0. Collide timer equality operator 0. And then this is the correct assignment. So that should be okay. And we do print out 0, so maybe we're good on that. See, that's collide timer's working differently than I expected, but it makes perfect sense. So see, it didn't play the sound there because collide timer wasn't 0. And we're only resetting collide timer to 0 upon okay. So the problem is collide timer only gets incremented upon an actual collision, but we need it to be reset if it's not colliding. So if there's any time we're not colliding, it just needs to be 0. Otherwise, count it, and then if it gets bigger than 0.50. So we need to just say, we need to say, if not self right collides platform. See, and would I use an and here for the inclusive? And not self left collides with platform. So if we're not colliding with either, if we're not colliding with any platform, then we need to just give collidable timer 0. Nope. Then, really? Okay. Okay, come on. Okay, collide timer 0, and we should, it should be a number when we collide, and then, yep, gets set back to 0. Okay. So now, bounce should only play once. Let's try to get... Okay, so that made the sound, made both sounds, which is good. And then I want to try to see if we can hear the multiple sounds again, or if we fixed it. It sounded like 1, and that did look pretty good. Like, oh. What happened there? Gosh, it's so hard to get it to mess up. See, why did it play multiple? Why? I don't know. I would have thought this would have fixed it, because I don't see why Sound Collide would play. Because as soon as we collide, we increment collider timer. So it shouldn't play. I think we can just do, we can say, hey, if we right collide with the platform, do that stuff. Otherwise, collide timer is just 0. I think that's going to be effectively the same thing we just had, but it could have been doing some wonky stuff because of the order of operations there. So let's see. See, collide timer is just 0, which is kind of weird to me. So that's within that buffer zone. Okay. That's still barely in that buffer zone. Okay. Yeah, I guess then, see, that's the hard thing. It's what's stopping. See how we can trigger the sound infinitely. So I think our buffer needs to match our buffer needs to match our collide. Does that make sense? I think that's it. Because I think what's happening is the buffer is allowing us to fly here, but for whatever reason, our collide is still being detected this whole time when this shouldn't be a collision because we're allowed to fly right through it. So like our top, and even that looks too much. I don't, cause like if we're just, this is why I shrunk the buffer, because we shouldn't be able to do this. Like this should trigger a top collision. But maybe we just make our top collides a little less lenient. But then that gets into weird diagonal problems, I think, but for whatever reason, this wasn't working as intended. Oof. Well, because I'm trying to, when these are on, collide timer just gets overwritten, but it shouldn't get overwritten because we would be colliding still, so it still should be updating DT. Yeah. Wait, why is that not? Did I save it? I did not save it. So this will just overwrite 0. Why is it playing multiple times? Why is collide playing multiple times? Because collide timer is not equal to 0. So why would it play multiple times? Bro, I don't know. That doesn't make any sense to me. Okay, that's weird. The left collides has the same audio error, but it doesn't have the collide timer issue? Or the, why would over here trigger our collide timer to start counting, but over here, not? Something to do with... Shoot, man, I don't know. I've got to bake my bread stuffs. Because I'm still, like, I'm gonna eat my first freaking meal at like 9:30 at this rate, so... We got one function implemented. We got our backward side collision fixed, which is good, and then we're on track to start to figure out how to fix this collide error. Playing the sounds multiple times, and then try to figure out the balance between the top collide and the side buffer collide, which are two different things, to make it more game accurate. But we also fixed, we shifted our buffer back to 7, which fixed our falling when both feet were off the platform if we're turned and on the edge of the platform. So we did fix 2 things, but not a huge day, but hey, programming any amount is the success. So I'm gonna git add everything. That was wrong. That was wrong. I needed just to do git add and commit with a message saying fixed backward collide bug, and then buffer back to 0.7. I think I messed up here just doing that. Should have been better about that. I just did it right away. But we'll git push it and see in our repository if anything weird happened. See how we got new greens? That's what we want. We should have had those whole months be greens. The whole past 2 months be greens, but here, let's see the commits. Huh. I messed this up. I really did just There's a way to amend the git commit. Oh, great. I guess since I already pushed it, I messed up. If I would have, before I pushed it, did a git amend and put the right comment in there. I'm just gonna say, shoot, what do I do? I think I need to change something in the code so that I can add the changes. So I'll just say get a to, oh, I did it again. I'm so stupid. I'm so dumb. I already added that. So I think I need to do the git amend now that I messed it up a second time. Git commit amend. Please enter a commit message. So I'm gonna say, really, why do you not, what are you doing? Do you have to put a, what, why? What's going on? Escape, WQ. That's the weird one. Command C didn't get me out of that, or Control C didn't get me out of that. But I need to say git amend, and then I need to say our actual commit message, which is fixed backward collide bug in them buffer now at 7 again. Now, how do I escape WQ? Now get oh, see, I don't want that period. I can't delete that period. Let's do that. Really? Fucking goddamn it. Oh. Why you gotta do this to me? Fix conflicts. Yeah, I know. That's stupid shit. Okay. Now get P. Dude. Tip of your current branch is behind its remote counterpart. I just fucking get pulled. So why? Jesus, I made one stupid mistake. It cost me my life. How do I get push? How did I do this last time? I did a force option, just like force the push anyway. Get push force, I think. Okay, whatever. That was ugly. That was my bad. I did get a period because I have been for so long on this machine needing to do git add period to add everything to my staging area. But what that really did was commit with a message of a period. So I think if we look in our git alias, we can see that our git a commits with a message. I guess I don't need quotes for the commit message because it was able to push the period. I guess that's one thing to try next time, to see if I don't need quotes for that. Oh, that's not what. What the heck? Where's Joust? Oh, give me a break. Okay. Oh, that's ugly. Whatever. That was my bad. I don't know how to undo that. I don't trust that. Because it's going to tell me I'm going to have to force push it again, but maybe we try this. We're going to say a reset soft head 1, meaning one commit before, but keep my current changes on my machine. Bro, how am I in the middle of a merge? What's going on? So get reset. Bro, what do you mean? How am I still in the middle of the merge? What am I missing? The fact that this is red tells me something's not right. I'm just grossed out at this point. This is like the worst shit about Git, when it's like I just don't know what the hell I'm doing, and then I muck it up with one little mistake. So we modified this, so we need to git add this file that we did. Now I want to git reset to our previous. Why, man? Why? Use git commit to conclude merge. So I'm just gonna say git commit trying to fix merge error. Bro, give me a fucking break. What are you talking about? How's that a partial commit, homie? What are you freaking talking about? Part of me is just like, quit this. CD into my git /joust. Git status. We're good. But all conflicts fixed, but you are still merging. Okay, git commit. Great. It looks like you may be committing a merge. Does that mean I could just exit out and we're good? Nothing to commit. Okay. So now that we're out of that merge, did that change anything here? It's gonna say merge. No. That's strange. But now maybe we can say get reset to our previous head, and then I'm confused why. Oh shit, man. Why it added the git commit as a period last time. But if we git push with force, it says it's up to date. Great. That's fucked up, man. None of that was happening as I was expecting it. And I'm very confused. Because you would think if I would have done this reset head. Let me see this. Git status. By 2 commits. Now, does this count this as 2 commits? I don't think it does. This is disgusting, man. Why is this so gross? It's ready to be committed, so we can git commit with a message saying fixed backward collision error buffer now 7. Give me a break, bro. What are you talking about? My git alias is git CI for commit. So why would you not? Oh, give me a break, bro. That's just so annoying. I mean, I guess I learned my lesson. I'll take it slow next time and not add a freaking period as my commit and then having to redo it. But that's just disheartening that it just gets so ugly so fast with a little mistake. Hey, well, I guess we're okay. It's just, I was trying to fix the nasty period commit I had right here. But it's whatever. I'll just live with it being ugly and not knowing how to fix it. So the idea was like, you know, this was our current head, and then that comment we found was supposed to reset our head here, but with a soft option, meaning we kept all of our changes here, at which point we could add our changes to the staging area and commit with a new proper message. But I don't know if that would have overwritten this. I don't know exactly how Git likes to play, but anyways, we programmed today, so big success. And I'll see you guys tomorrow. Thanks for watching. Sorry the end got so freaking nasty there, but it's all part of this learning process.